Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Hisam Academy. If you are new here, so I am Sumul Rizvi, an English language fluency expert. So today I am diving into one of my all-time favorite topics in English language, and that is hobbies. Yes, the topic is hobbies. So those little things that we do to make our life more fun and more meaningful and keep us sane too. Yeah, honestly. So we are going to discuss hobbies today. Now if I talk about myself, so I don't have one favorite hobby because I'm into bunch of things. Like I'm into reading, I'm into music, I'm into traveling, I'm into cooking, I'm into photography and so many other things as well. So please stick around and watch this video till the end because we may vibe together. So let's kick off things with reading first. I still remember when I was a kid, so I used to read a lot and I used to read comic books. But over the passage of time, I started picking up like novels, biographies, and over the passage of time, I started picking up books like on communication skills and on personal development, basically non-fictional books. But what I love most about reading is that it lets you dive into another world, completely another world. Like you can get lost in stories that stick with you all the time. You can live 1,000 lives all in your imagination. Like imagine that you are just chilling at home, but mentally backside you are actually traveling across the galaxies. So reading is something that allows you to think, to imagine things on your own. Okay, but I have one another reason that why I read a lot, because I want to improve my English and I want to learn English on daily basis. So if you really do not want to attend a boring English grammar class, so you must try reading, because when you read, so you actually learn, you pick up on so many new words in English language. You even learn how to make your proper sentences with proper structure in English language, and you actually get a chance to learn so many new words including slangs and idioms as well. So if you really do not want to attend a proper English grammar class or any tedious or any boring one, so you must try on reading. So if we want to finally conclude our overall discussion on reading, so we can simply say that reading is something that expands your vocabulary, and it actually helps you to learn how to make your correct sentences in English language as well without any kind of memorization, which is very boring and very dull. And most importantly, that it boosts your critical thinking process because it allows you to do some creativity with yourself too. Okay, over here, because we are discussing reading and we are discussing books, so I just want to recommend few books to you. The first one is on the mental health. The title of the book is Reason to Stay Alive. That's a really, I would say, like amazingly written book, because this overall book is very emotional. You can relate to that, and it openly talks about anxiety and the depression that majority of the people face, especially in this era. So I would say that that's a really good book. So whenever you feel sad, whenever you feel overwhelmed, so please try reading out that book. Another book that I want to recommend you is on the communication skill, and the title is How to Win Friends and Influence People. So that's an old book, but old is gold. So that's very easily written. So I would say that I would recommend this particular book even to beginners as well, because it is written in very easy and simple English. So that's a really good book on communication skill, because in this book you can find some practical examples that how to initiate a conversation, how to build your connections, how to ever leave, like everlasting impacts on the people, how to influence people. So if you really want to polish your communication skill, so you must try reading out that book too. So now let's talk about my next most favorite hobby, and that is watching films. So I still remember when I was a kid, so I was kinda obsessed with Bollywood films, like who wasn't at that time. So like the sound, the drama, fighting, dance, music, everything was so fascinating in all those Bollywood films. Like it was a roller coaster in every film. And I still remember when I used to overwhelmed, or whenever I used to escape from my daily boring school routine, so I used to put on a film, a movie, and I just simply used to zone out. So according to me, that was my way of relaxing. But because I think that now I'm getting older, so my taste is also changing in films. So I believe that now I am more lean towards something which is very peaceful, something that carries a message. And after watching that film, I can actually do something positive in my life and with the people around me. So I believe that because I'm getting older now, so now my taste is also changing in film. So that's why I have kind of switch from Bollywood to Hollywood, and now I watch more Hollywood films. So I have kind of switched my taste from Bollywood to Hollywood because according to me they are less dramatic, I mean, like, you know what I mean, right? But one of the most important reason for me to watch Hollywood films or to stuck with Hollywood films is because I want to learn English language. And for me to be in a classroom and to learn English is very boring. So if you really want to learn English, so I don't think that there could be any other more fun ways, right? So if you really want to learn English language, so you must start watching English films because they are with the subtitles. You can watch it with the subtitles. If you really want to improve your listening skills, so you can actually watch it without subtitle as well. So it feels like you are learning something without getting bored. Watching a film and learning English language. Just combine both of them and there will be a blast. Boom! Because it's a pure game changer. So if you really want to learn English language and if you really do not want to get bored, especially if you are not into reading, if you do not want to learn English language from a textbook or like while being in the class, so you must start picking up your habit, and that is watching English films. So that's a really good way to learn English language because when you watch someone who's speaking English language, who's conversing in English language. So you actually learn a lot from that person because you learn the way how to naturally talk with someone or how to sound natural and very fluent as well. So you learn so many words, you pick up on so many new words, you learn slangs, you learn how to communicate with the people with proper facial expressions, how to carry yourself, how to speak with people naturally. So there's a lot more. When you watch films, so you learn so many things. Now, if I had to recommend you like a Hollywood movie, so I would say the first one would be The Intern because it is very light, very easy, and like it's very entertaining as well. And specifically, from the point of view of learning English language, so because it has very, very simple and very normal sentences in English language, so that would be super duper easy for you to completely understand what they are saying. If you want to watch something with more deeper meaning or something which is more meaningful, so I would recommend you The Pursuit of Happiness because it has a very powerful storyline. Overall, whole film or the whole movie is so exciting, and you would actually learn how to live your life, like with the resilience or with the understanding or with optimism, and how you are not supposed to give up at any stage of your life. So this is something worth watching. Now let's jam out a little music. Yeah, because this is my third most favorite hobby, and that is listening to music. So, according to me, music has been my go to escape for as long as I can remember. Because whether I am walking to work, or if I am cooking, or if I'm simply doing nothing, simply lying down on the bed, even at that time too, I have a proper playlist that's going in the background, that's running in the background. So now if I talk about my taste, so I think that I've got a pretty random taste in music because sometimes it's like very normal songs, some chili songs, Pakistani songs, and the very next second it's like 90s hip hop. And I prefer to go with some low beats, especially when I'm working or whenever I am studying. So these are some of the random tastes that I have. But personally, if I talk about my experience, so I would say that music is something, according to me, that's my personal opinion, that it does not have to do something with the words, but it has a lot to do with feelings. Because it happens with me a lot that sometimes I am going through a phase and I do not know how to express my feeling, and even I myself do not know that how am I feeling. So music is something that actually describes my feeling, that how am I feeling in the moment, in the present, right now. Because sometimes it happens that I actually do not know what's going in my mind, what's going inside. But when I listen to music, so it hits me, and it hits me so hard, it actually gets me. And when I think that I don't have words to describe my feeling, so music is the thing that actually describes my feeling. Sometimes it also happens with me that I am elated, I'm like over the moon, and I'm very excited and pumped up. So I even go back in my past. I actually listen to very, very old songs as well. And it's so powerful and it is so crazy that whenever I listen to any old song from the past, so it actually brings back all the past memories, all the feelings, even the sense and the visuals too. So according to me, like that's something crazy. That is so powerful. What's your opinion about it? And there is one more aspect in the music, and that is if I ask this question to myself, that why music is so universal. So I believe that music is so universal because it has very less to do with the words or with the choices of words, but a lot with the beat. Because it might have happened with you as well, that whenever we listen to some songs and they are very unique, even we do not understand what is the language, what are the words, we do not understand what are they talking about, but still we enjoy the music. So why is this so? Because it has a lot to do with the beat and not with the words. So if beat hits you, so music can get you. And if I talk about like my favorite song, so obviously like I have got so many favorite songs, but if particularly one song, if I talk about, so I would say that Pal Pal. Yeah, and that's a Pakistani song. So I think that that's the one song that's continuously in my mind these days. So, but you need to tell me about your favorite one and what's your favorite one these days. So please tell me in the comment section. Next up, photography. But over here, first of all, I want to tell you that the correct pronunciation of this word is photography. Like I have heard so many people mispronouncing this word as photography. So photography is not any word. This is the wrong pronunciation. So photography is the correct pronunciation. So if I talk about myself, so I got into photography like when I was very young, obviously, because I was, I think, maybe 15 or 16 years old when I got my first mobile phone with a camera, obviously. So I used to take a lot of picture with that small phone at that time, like whenever I used to attend any family gathering, any wedding, any family event. So I used to take a lot of pictures of my cousins, of my family members, a lot of the pictures and of the decoration, of the location. And I was quite into nature as well because I used to take a lot of pictures of sunset, moon, rooftops, trees, So I was like, I got this thing that I have this skill that I can take pictures and I know that from which angle I have to take this picture, and whenever I take pictures, so it is really of like good quality. So at that time, because when I started it off, so it was just for fun, but then gradually and slowly I actually started getting into it. Finally, when I started my job, so eventually I leveled up to an iPhone, which obviously has an amazing camera result, an amazing camera. So after buying iPhone, I personally believe, because I used to take a lot of picture, like because it has amazing camera results. So I was so obsessed with my iPhone. I literally used to take care of my iPhone like a baby just because of its camera. So I was like literally obsessed with my iPhone camera. But now over the passage of time, now I'm properly planning to invest in a DSLR or maybe something related to mirrorless camera. So now I think that I'm ready to take it up a notch, and I think that I should explore the creative side of photography. And for me, photography is not something that clicking a picture or snapping someone. But for me, photography is capturing a moment or freezing a moment. Because just imagine the two people, they are talking to each other and they do not know that they are being photographed, but you are clicking their pictures or you are snapping their pictures. So it's so beautiful that they are sharing a very good laugh, a very loud laugh, and you just click them. So it's so amazing, that's so magical. And for me, I personally have observed this thing in my personality, that now after getting into photography, I believe that I have become more observant. Because now I think that whenever I go to rooftop, whenever I click pictures like of moon, of trees, so I just do not see a tree, but I see its shadow. I see everything like the shadow that falls on the ground. So now I believe that I have become more observant after getting into photography. So that's something really cool. And I personally believe that photography is something that allows you to live in the moment. Because if you are passing by a street, if you are crossing a street, and if you see something, so it allows you to live in the moment. You actually do not allow your mind to think in multiple directions, but you just focus, you just live in your present. And that's one of the most amazing things about photography. So now it's your time to tell me in the comment section that is it equally therapeutic for you as well, or is just me? Like whenever you are walking, for example, if you're walking to work or if you are just simply walking, so during that journey, do you slow down? Do you look around? Do you see that what is that object that can be clicked? If yes, so please do let me know in the comment section. And finally, of course, like how can you forget about traveling? Like traveling, I think that it is one of the most interesting of all my hobbies. So I think that traveling is something that, like, who doesn't want to get out there and explore? So like everyone, they love traveling. So according to me, traveling is something, it's not just visiting a place, but it's about immersing into a different new culture. You get to know a lot of people of different cultures. You actually get a chance to learn a lot about different cultures. You learn so many things, like trying out food or learning about people, about their culture, like what are the traditions. It's not about only sightseeing, but you get a chance to learn a lot about the people. And that's so magical and that's so amazing. Like, imagine that tomorrow you have a flight and the night before you're packing your bag. So, there is something so magical, like the preparation whenever you hit the road or whenever you start your journey properly. So, one night before, the excitement, like it's something so magical and I cannot express it in my words. So, that's something really, really amazing. That's something lit. So, whether it's a solo trip or you are traveling with friends or you are traveling by road or you are traveling by air, so every medium, every transportation medium has its own aura or has its own flavor, and I personally believe that it all adds up to the experience that you are going to have. Like, imagine that if you're traveling somewhere and when you have a meaningful conversation with the locals, so they tell you a lot about their lives, about their struggle. And I personally have witnessed this thing, I have experienced this thing in my life, that I actually learned to reflect to my life. I actually learn optimism. I actually learn how to practice gratitude in my life. Like when you actually meet with a lot of people and when they share their life experiences with you, like how hard their life is, how challenging their life is. So you actually are able to learn and to understand this thing, that you are much better than like so many people. If you are like below 1,000 people, so you are above 1 crore people as well, right? So that's something that you get a chance to learn so many things about them, about their life, about their struggles. So the sound, the smell, the place, like the people, like everything teaches you a lot, and it's something that stick with you like all the time throughout your life. So, and if you just combine like the photography with the traveling, so it's like the combo hits so hard that it's like a chef's kiss. So according to me, like, to be honest, if I say like on a serious note, so traveling is something that opens up your mind and it teaches you a lot. It teaches you patience, it teaches you the simplicity in life, and it teaches you that, like how we actually enjoy in the moment. So it teaches you a lot about your life. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Now it's a wrap up, and these were my favorite hobbies that I really like to do whenever I am bored or whenever I have nothing to do. And in fact, if I have so many things to do even on weekends, so I always take some time out of my busy schedule, and I always take these things up. So that's one of the things that you need to do, because hobbies, they define you. They are a part of your life. They are a part of you, because my hobbies, they define me. They are a part of me, so I own them as well. So now it's your turn to tell me in the comment section that what are some of your favorite hobbies, like painting or like anything. If you're bored, so what do? You listen to music, you watch a film. So what's your favorite thing to do? What's your favorite hobby? So this is something that you guys need to tell me in the comment section. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you really like the way I speak with you, if you really like the way I teach you English language. So thanks for hanging out, and stay hooked for more. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel to learn English language.